We all remember certain things from our past, but could you accurately recall the date or day of every event in your life? I'm on my way to meet Bradley Williams. His memory is said to be like a calendar stretching back over 50 years. Does his brain really record everything that has ever happened to him? I'm here to find out if Brad Williams has a superhuman brain. I've brought Brad to Hollywood Boulevard to find out what he's capable of.
All right, so how does your memory work? What do you do?
There are just a lot of things that I happen to remember from recent years or past history, and it's more than the average person might remember about something or somebody, and maybe keyed to a specific year or a date.
I mean, is it stuff that happened to you, or
It doesn't have to happen to me. A lot of the times it's stuff that's happened to me, but otherwise it can be things that I've heard about or I remember from the past.
To help me test Brad's memory, I've secretly tracked down his brother. I'm going to use some home movies Brad hasn't seen to test his ability.
Okay, all right. So what did you do on July the 1st, 1971?
Well, family was on vacation. We went to Canada, and we went to a town called London, Ontario, and had lunch there and saw a parade. We also went to Niagara Falls the same day.
What were you wearing that day?
A shirt and shorts.
That's exactly what his brother showed me on the film.
All right, so what were you doing June 1st, 1969?
June 1st, 1969, I got on a train in Wisconsin and went to Washington, D.C. for the National Spelling Bee. I was in the Spelling Bee that year. I was 12 years old.
Again, Brad seems to instantly access the memory. You may think you can do this, but all I'm giving him is a random date, and Brad is recalling tiny details from over 40 years ago.
Do you remember your best word at the spelling bee?
Well, the first word was threshold, and then I had to spell stupor, and I spelled dervish, but then palliative caught me. I didn't spell that one right.
That was 40 years ago. What did you do on September the 2nd, 2006?
2006, September the 2nd, I was in Portland, Oregon, going to a Scrabble tournament.
That's exactly right. What was your score?
Well, I won 10 games and I lost 10 games, but it was a very hot day.
Most people can remember things that happen every year, like birthdays, but these dates are totally random, one-off events.
I could probably remember I did a tournament, but I would struggle to remember what date it was or the other events that surround that. It's phenomenal.
Brad claims that his brain also has the ability to organize historical events not directly linked to his own life.
All right, so your brain's like some kind of catalog or something.
It's
all right, so here's the monkeys. Here's the monkeys.
1966, September. They came on the air. They were on the air for 2 years.
So you actually remember the premiere day of the monkeys?
I know when it was. I didn't see the first episode. I know it was September 12th, 1966, a Monday night.
All right, I'm going to check. Okay. So I'll look up the monkeys premiere date. Original air date, September the 12th, 1966. All right, let me think of something. How about the earthquake during the World Series?
During the World Series, October 17th, 1989, San Francisco and Oakland.
When did Ronald Reagan pass away?
That was June 5th, 2004.
I gotta check that, so let me look it up real quick. All right, so...
Okay. Looking for June 5th, 2004?
June 5th, 2004. Oh, wow.
It seems like Brad is a walking search engine. But is his brain unique?
So now I have the ultimate...
I brought him to UCLA to meet a professor who studied some of the greatest memories on Earth.
Now, where exactly are the memories stored in the brain?
Well, it's actually throughout the brain in a part called the cortex, or the gray matter. It's sort of the outer rim. And all these little cells are there, and that's where those memories are stored. There are different cells or different brain regions working together that have a neighborhood for a particular memory. And what we do to form new memories, it's most efficient if we build it on another neighborhood.
I want Brad to demonstrate his memory to the professor.
I actually contacted his brother Eric and asked for some family photos so we can actually quiz him on more personal things. What were you doing on May the 21st, 1992?
May 21st, 1992, I was visiting my brother Eric in England. He was working for a company there. Eric and I later that day went to a world's premiere, well, the London premiere of Wayne's World.
Okay. Yes, I have a photo of you out front right now. Well, I want to try a different technique. Instead of giving him a date, I want to try to actually... do you remember what day you went and saw the Red Sox versus the Blue Jays?
The Red Sox versus the Blue Jays would have been April 22nd, Monday, April 22nd of 1991. And that was at Fenway Park in Boston.
Yep. See, he's exactly right. The date's right. This is a picture of where he sat. How extraordinary is Brad's ability?
His brain is hardwired from birth to be able to automatically attach meaning to all these different little events in his life. And I think that's extraordinary. In fact, it's so rare that I can't even cite you a percentage or a figure.
The professor thinks Brad's ability is extraordinary. Now I want to find out if he's superhuman. I want to pit Brad's memory against 20 students, armed with the fastest research tool known to man, the internet. I'm in LA with a man who might just have a brain that's more powerful than a computer. We're about to test Brad Williams by putting his brain up against 20 research students. Armed with computers, each hooked up via super-fast broadband to a search engine.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Daniel. This is Brad.
First, the students want to see what they're up against by finding some random events online.
All right. Dan?
Princess Di's car crash.
It was August 31st of 1997.
What day did Nixon marry Eisenhower?
Julie Nixon and David Eisenhower, December 22nd, 1968.
That is correct.
When was the first Super Bowl?
First Super Bowl is January 15th, 1967 at the LA Coliseum.
May 16th, 1990.
May 16th, well, I think there were two that we can verify there. May 16th, you could either be Jim Henson or Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh, gosh, he's right on both of them I wanted to stop down.
With any skepticism blown away, now it's time to go head-to-head.
So basically, this is man versus machine. I'm gonna give you guys a date or event. You look it up on the internet using modern technology and see if you can get the answer before Brad. Sounds cool? Sounds good. All right.
It's game on. Each computer can search the entire internet in less than half a second. The best out of 20 wins the game.
What happened on February the 24th, 1981?
February 24th, 1981 was when we found out Prince Charles and Lady Diana were engaged.
All right, so... I even talked slow for you guys. I gave a pause for the year and everything. August the 16th, 1977.
That was the day Elvis died, we think.
All right, so what happened on January the 20th, 2001?
January 20th, 2001 would be the day George W. Bush took office.
Are you guys even coming close? Like, I haven't heard you guys say a word.
I've never seen anything like this before.
May 18th, 1980.
May 18th, 1980 was the Mount St. Helens eruption, Washington State.
Come on, I heard you. I heard the typing finish. Are you guys gotta do a little bit faster? Maybe if one person would look at the screen and the other one type or something? I don't know, but we gotta figure something out.
There has to be things that he doesn't know. If he doesn't know them, he can't answer them, right?
On the debut of MTV, the Lockerbie bombing the page in Washington, Martin Luther King, I won 3 each. 77 Oscars, 78 awards. January 28th of 1986, Kurt Cobain. February 9th, 1964.
January the 17th, 94.
94, the Northridge earthquake.
You guys live here. I mean, you were here when it happened.
It's a total wipeout.
I need to get rid of my computer and get a Brad.
You need an eye, Brad?
I need an iPad.
For me, it's how the brain works, how some people can recall or have special abilities. It shows that, you know, an average human using a certain percentage of the brain, when somebody else can be born with just a slight little difference and is able to basically have a superpower because of it.
That was amazing.
All right.
Good job,
Thanks
good
a lot.
job.
Thank you.
Beating a whole army of computers definitely makes Brad a real-life comic book hero.
Brad Williams has an ability that